Hello everyone, Farmer John coming to you from the Jazz Farm. If you're watching this, you have been digitally invited to watch an auspicious occasion. I am making a transition. I've been now out for 2 weeks of basically taking a full formal leave of absence from work. If you've ever had heard of someone who's been so sick of what they were doing that they just had to leave, or if they were told to leave the stressful life that they were in, then you know what I have been going through. In fact, if you've been watching some of my Facebook or know me personally, that I've had 3 physicians tell me that I should be doing something else, and a wife who has been making me listen to them. So as of March 31st, I took a full formal leave of absence, define that how you'd like, and I get to be a full-time farmer homesteader out here on the Jazz Farm. It may lead, or probably will lead, to doing some consulting, but between now and Labor Day I will not be doing any of that. This is a time to heal. In fact, I'm limping into this, I don't know if you'll call it retirement, but into this end or this transition in the worst physical and mental shape of my life. I was in finance for almost 30 years, and it took its toll, and now it's time to start living my own life, and the excitement is that I get to actually do what I've always wanted to do, and that is basically run our farm full time. So what you can see over there on the hay bales is a computer. Many of you may have wanted to do this. I always told my family that at the end I was going to take my electronic devices and essentially run them over with my truck. Well, excuse me, out here at the farm it's a gravel driveway, and I took a look at it and rubber tires, and I'm going, that's just not going to be enough. My son suggested hitting it with a sledgehammer. Well, I'm suffering from some bad hip injuries right now, so that didn't sound like a great idea. So I figured, well, maybe we ought to take and use this. It is a 40 caliber Smith & Wesson 4006 semi-automatic handgun. And I decided that we ought to try and see if we can put some holes in this sucker and see if we can make some keys fly. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use this as a death and rebirth process. We're going to destroy a computer that represents everything that has been so stressful over at least the last, since 2002. Lived through the 2 major collapses that were as bad or worse than the Depression, trying to help clients stay afloat, and essentially felt like I was defending them against criminals. Wall Street, you get the picture. So this is kind of a rebirth. We're going to kill the computer and walk away and live, essentially. That computer represents a lot, and this is kind of rambling on, but the company made me buy the computer. I was a self-employed person. I have to have the technology, but they also made us rent the office space and the technology and everything else. They just dumped costs on us, and the only reason that we were self-employed was so they didn't have to provide benefits. So I had to buy the computer, but the thing is encrypted like you can't believe. I mean, to the point that it could smoke the hard drive. And it also has a contract with it that says that in order for you to be able to use our proprietary software, you must agree to allow us to monitor very basically every keystroke. And even though it's your computer, we own it. we own the contents, and you can't load onto it unauthorized software. And then once it's all done, it has to be disposed of in an efficient and compliant manner. Well, this is about as compliant as it gets, Jack. So sit back, enjoy the show. Farmer John is going to blow the snot out of this computer, and we're going to have a good time doing it. Gotta wait for the car to go by. Alright, we hit it a few times. Let's try a few more, shall we? Looks like we're filling it full of holes. And a couple more. I believe the computer is dead. So, anyway, thanks for playing along, and we'll see you.